morning, guys. God, I'm looking worse and worse and worse and worse. Every time I turn the camera on myself, I'm like, I look like a right mess. Oh my God, you should see this sunset. Have a look at this. It looks stunning. Look at this. So peaceful. So peaceful. Sun. Look at that. Look at that. Coming up over the sea. How cool is that? And what's that next to it? What's that next to it? Got the sun. And what's that? What is that? Got the sun right there. Oh, what's that next to it? Sun. Weird. I mean, I've heard about having two suns or a projection or something like that, but that's strange. What's that right next to it? Like, seriously, what is that right next to it? Look. It's nice. But that's odd. Like that right next to it. You see that camper van right there, right next to me over my shoulder. Once again, some lovely people. As I'm walking up to it, see the guy sat out front and he's grinding some coffee up, and I'm like, oh, gotta ask, excuse me, can I bother you for some coffee? So I just sat down and doggy cuddles again. He had the most cutest little dog. So yeah, so I'm just chatting to him and he's saying he slept, like that camper van, there's about 6 people in there, and he slept on beach, and he said about 4 o'clock this morning, loads of people came on the beach, pulled up and just started taking pictures, like lined up. He took the most amazing picture. I kind of wish I got a copy of it, but yeah, he started lining up along the beach just to take pictures. He said he didn't know what they were taking pictures of, but there was just absolutely loads of them all lined up along the beach taking pictures. But maybe it was that what I took this morning in my tent, you know, of the sunset, because they said it was at around 4 o'clock. I was up and awake at around 4 o'clock, 4, something like that. That's when I took that video in my tent of the sunrise. And yeah, maybe it was that. Maybe it was that abnormally, whatever that word is. So yeah, maybe it was that. But very odd. But yeah, lovely to stop again and have some coffee. That house behind me is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful right here. It's odd one out from that house. Doesn't look like them other houses. Right here by the seafront, and yeah, proper big glass windows, proper modern. I could picture myself living in a house like that. That's well nice. That's a beautiful house, that is. Honestly, some of these houses, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind living there myself if I had all the money in the world, but for now I'll have to put up with my tent, which is equally as nice. But this is where I am. Just made my way all the way along here, and heading all the way as far as I can along there. Don't feel too bad after that coffee. Feel energised, ready for the day ahead. So I just nipped inside here, a little cafe. Not even really for anything to eat, but just to put my phone on charge because it's literally out of juice. Literally got no power whatsoever. So I've just come in here to give my phone some juice, and yeah, have a nice sit down because I've been walking for the past few hours now along here, along the coast. Got a fair bit to walk up there, and look, Just reading the paper. Reading this and reading out about that. That's the route I've taken. I've already taken this route. So yeah, just having a look through here as my phone charges, and because it's free, I'm gonna keep this and take it over for my scrapbook. Make some good pictures and some good souvenirs of where I've visited along the way. So yeah. So another little bit of a touristy beach, which seems rather busy. I wouldn't say this is like a tourist seaside resort like your typical Blackpool or Bournemouth or places like that, but this is just a little beach, and yeah, it seems like a lot of people are enjoying the sunshine in this weather. But if we turn around here behind me, look what we've got over here. This is called the Sizewell Visitor Centre. So it's to do with electricity or something. People can go in there and book tours. So yeah, I don't know what it's fully about, but yeah, it is a visitor centre. So right next to a little bit of a touristy beach. So like I say, very, very busy today. Sizewell power station, and apparently it's a no-fly zone for drones. Certain people on here won't be happy about that. But yeah, I wonder if that shows up on the what's it called that they use, the Air Force field thing that they use to discover whether it's a no drone place or not. Just because there's signs there saying it's a no drone place doesn't actually mean that it isn't. So I don't know, we'd have to ask a few people. I don't know if anyone's been down here to do some filming or not. Massive building. It looks like they're having a bit of an extension too, coming all the way out here. So this is currently the course path that I'm on, walking down here, and it leads past it and right round it, but as you can see they've got some fences up here, so I don't know if they're building in a bigger extension in this part here. At the minute it doesn't look like there's much happening there. So yeah, it's absolutely a huge place, and it'd be very interesting to see it from above. So yeah, what a good view of the power station from this distance. We'll get one good look at it as we make our way all the way along here. Look at that view. Look at it off in the distance there. It looks like a giant golf ball, doesn't it? Looks like a giant golf ball. But yeah, we're making our way all the way along here and all the way, yeah, what looks like into the middle of nowhere again. What literally looks like into the middle of nowhere. I mean, the difference with these walks, I mean the seaside is right there, but this just seems like another bit of a quiet part of the walk where there's not much to see and not much happening. So yeah, usually when I'm walking down these parts I really don't do much filming. I really honestly don't do that much filming, in all fairness, because obviously, I mean, how much can you look at when you're looking at trees for hours? So apart from when I stumble across things like that, yeah, I don't really do much filming. Well, Well, I don't know what I'm looking at right here. I don't know what that is. Is that kind of like a docking station out in the ocean? Or, I don't know. It's a fair bit, way a bit out. Kind of looks like a bit of a climbing tree or a bird's nest. But yeah, it might be just a, I don't know. Let me know what that is out, all the way out there. Look, it's far out. Look, can't see it when I zoom out. You can't see it, but I'll zoom back in. What is it? What is that? Yeah. Exhausted again. Exhausted, you know, as much as I love this heat. As much as I love this heat, this weather, this sun, I'd have this happily over the rain any day. Yeah, it's making it tough. It's making it hard. Like, you know, walking all this way, carrying all my stuff, you know. Like I said, I'm wearing this. I want to take this off, but I'm wearing this to give me protection between the sun and my bag. I want to take it off really, but then I know my bag will rip my frigging shoulders to shreds. So at least this is a little bit of protection, and at least I'm getting some shielding from the sun. I don't want to be too burnt. But yeah, I'm a little bit exhausted right now. Got quite a fair way to walk all the way, you know, along here. The usual. Gonna take me a good few hours, I'd say, to make it to the next bit, but we get there in the end. I honestly feel like I'm carrying an elephant on my back. I really do. It don't make it easy walking through this. It don't make it easy, you know. You just feel like you're sinking with every step. But I've got a question for you guys. Got a question for you. You know, when you go on holiday, yeah, you go abroad, or even if it's just in this country, and you book an hotel somewhere or whatever, are you one of these people that sits all day around the pool? You get up, you're one of these deck chair savers or something, and you sit around the pool all day? Or are you somebody that gets out and about and goes and explores? Because for me, seriously, for me, if you're getting out of your hometown, there's a reason why you're getting out of your hometown, to get away and, you know, go somewhere new that isn't your hometown. So why is it that if you go somewhere new, spend all that money going somewhere new just to sit around the pool all day? Like, do you not get up and go out and explore and go see what's out and about and go see what's around the area and everything? Because for me, I can't do it. Like, even now, right, if I chilled on this beach, yeah, I can do it for about an hour or so. Literally do it for about an hour or so before I sit, you know, before I'm getting agitated and I want to get going again. It's like when I'm doing this walk, every time I see a bench, I sit down on it to relax. Or any opportunity I get, I sit down and relax, you know, and obviously take the weight off and whatnot. But I only do it for about 10-15 minutes and then I'm off again. So when I go on holiday, there's not a chance I could just sit around the hotel all day doing absolutely nothing. I just couldn't do it. I'd do it maybe on the last day, maybe, you know, when you want to wind down before you go back home. Do it on the last day or whatever, and for a few hours even there, but the rest of the time I'm out exploring. So yeah, let me know, what about you? What kind of holiday goer are you? Yeah, you'd honestly think walking along the beach is easy, is relevantly easy. However, when you're walking in these and carrying a backpack that's like an elephant, it's so much harder. Now, I put them on, but my feet would just literally die. My feet would just die if I put them on. So I'm wearing these. And at least with these I can go in the water, which I've already been a few times. So I'm just making my way down here. where all these people are and to end of here. I think it's probably going to take me about an hour, maybe 2 hours. You wouldn't think it looking at it. I think, you know, if I didn't have all this stuff, it'd probably take me about half an hour or so. But yeah, carrying all my stuff and trudging through all this, it's about an hour or so maybe to make it to end of here. I'm so tired. I'm absolutely knackered. And you know what? These days are like going so super fast, and I mean like so super fast. Like it feels like the minute I put my tent down, I'm putting it right back up again. You know, with all this walking that I'm doing, literally I'm just non-stop walking all day. Like apart from the odd maybe half an hour even there when I'm stopping to rest or whatever, I'm literally walking from the minute I wake up. I put my tent down and I'm walking all day, and the day is just absolutely flying by. So yeah, I'm absolutely exhausted. I've absolutely got no data right now, no data till probably the end of the month. So I'm relying on places with Wi-Fi to put my uploads up. So if I'm trying to get an upload up every day, I'm trying to. So obviously if I miss a day or so, then you know why. You know what I mean? You know why? Because there's very few places in between around here that, you know, where there's to go. Like I said, there's literally been no Weatherspoons for ages. I don't think there's another Weatherspoons for a while yet, probably another day or two. I don't think there's going to be another Weatherspoons. So yeah, it's a struggle right now with no data, because it's like I'm trying to keep on top of my content and put my videos up. So yeah, you know why. If I miss a day or two, then that's why. But yeah, I'll show you where I am right now. So yeah, in that last clip you saw, literally in that last clip you saw, I'm just, like I say, making my way down this sand, pebble sand, and not feeling like I'm getting anywhere. Not feeling like I'm absolutely, you know, when you're taking about 100 steps forward and, you know, you might as well be taking 100 steps back. But yeah, there's a few people, as you can see, setting their tents up along here. Few people, and I've got some company right next to me here who look like they've been here a while. You know, so yeah, family. I don't think they speak English though next door. So I just like walking down here, and then I saw loads of tents lined up along here, and I thought, yeah, I think that's a good spot. I think that's a good spot. So I've never had neighbours yet. I've never had neighbours for company. So either this is going to be a very, very, very peaceful night when people start settling down and going to sleep, or it's going to be a very, very noisy night if they're going to be up all night, because, you know, they look like a family of, there's 3 tents there. There's literally 3 tents put up together next to each other. So they look like a bit of a family. So this should be a very interesting night, but I'm going to end it there. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you in tomorrow's upload.